Joining me now from Canberra is Sky News political reporter Jennifer Beshwati. And Jen, Defence Minister Marise Payne says she's working with Indonesian authorities to restore military cooperation.
That's right, Danica. The Defence Minister is in constant contact with her Indonesian counterpart to ensure that this matter is resolved quickly. It was a very shock move late yesterday afternoon when Indonesia suspended all military cooperation with Australia. This is following concerns over alleged offensive material that was found at a training school in Perth. Now, what exactly the material is remains unclear. The minister still won't comment on any of the details surrounding the incident, but it is believed that it has something to do with content of lessons at an Australian Special Forces base in Perth, and perhaps an offensive poster that was posted on the wall at the base regarding the independence for West Papua, which is a very sensitive subject to Indonesians. But nonetheless, an extensive investigation began in late November, early December. It's currently being finalised, but the offensive material has since been removed. The Defence Minister says training has stopped and a review will begin into the exercises to ensure that it doesn't happen again. And in an interview with Sky News, Marise Payne says that the Australian government takes the complaints very seriously, but given the importance of cooperation with Indonesia and Australia over very important issues like people smuggling, like fighting terrorism, she's hopeful that things will go back to normal as soon as possible.
I would describe it as unfortunate. I, in fact, wish that it had not occurred. I think it would be far preferable if these sorts of issues were not a concern between us. But that said, I think the maturity of the relationship, the depth of the relationship means that we will be able to work through this process.
Danica, one of the issues raised here is that the suspension was done without the knowledge or consultation with relevant authorities like the Defence Minister or Indonesia's President Joko Widodo. In fact, a military commander took it upon himself to call the suspension. Now, he's since been reprimanded. The Defence Minister, Marise Payne, also told Sky News that she's corresponding with the relevant authorities about this particular matter.
I understand it to have been a direction from the TNI commander, the CDF equivalent, Chief of the Defence Force equivalent, and one which we have been, which we have been corresponding with Indonesia about since that time. The Chief of Army has an arrangement underway to meet with his counterpart, and once the inquiry is finalised and those matters can be spoken about with Indonesia, we'll take it from there.
There were some military training operations, some naval training operations and exercises between Indonesian and Australian troops scheduled for next month, but they've since been put on hold until this matter is resolved. But experts and officials believe that the severity of this suspension is not as extreme as first expected, and they're hopeful that it'll be resolved very soon. Danica?
All right, Jen Beshwati, thank you for the update.